feel confused. I don't think I'm a nutter. But I guess most people who are mad don't know they're mad. Have dreams. Not every night, but a lot. They're never the same. Always a little different. Because me, Jenny, my 2-year-old, and there's a teenage boy there too. In the dream, I know him. Sometimes he's holding Jenny or playing with her. She knows him too. In fact, she adores him. She's not an unfriendly child, but it does take a bit of time for her to warm up, you know? Sometimes she won't even pay her nan a blind bit of notice. But she loves this boy. She loves him to bits. The dreams are weird. Now, actually, they're pretty normal. Boring even. Sitting about watching telly. Or, you know, just in Tesco's. Really simple, everyday stuff. There's nothing weird about him. He seems like your average sulky teenager. Slovenly or moody-like. Sometimes I'm yelling at him. One that sticks out to me is like when he's come home at 7 o'clock in the morning, stinking of booze and smoke. And I'm just losing my mind to him right there in the living room. But that's what gets to me. The idea that he's coming home, my home, with me, Jenny, and my wife Barbara, back in our old house in before it burned down. Before we lost her. They say grief does funny things to you. Maybe losing 2 wives to tragedy probably cracked me. I can't shake the feeling. I can't shake the certainty that that boy is my son. A son I don't have. Like, it's not like you could ask someone, do you remember me having a teenage son once? Best I'd get someone look at me like I had 2 heads. Wherever the truth of the matter was. But I've got no family. And we weren't really tight with the community back in. I don't recall why, but I just remember that no one liked us much for some reason or another. Probably not important. Bob's mum, she oughtn't be any help either. Bob was not speaking terms with her the whole time we were together. It's only after the funeral that we met, and I kept in touch with her, you know, for Jenny's sake. She ought to have a bit of family. It's a bit sad when you think about it, isn't it? Maybe a decade and a half, barely any memory to speak of. No one to share them with. I've got one photo that I found in the rubble. Amazing, it's some ode, actually. Fire inspector said our gas lines are shoddy and the whole house could have been more thoroughly destroyed, even if it had been planned. His words. But this one picture survived. It's of the boys on the 15 football club. I should have brought you with me, actually. No, never mind. And anyway, I used to help him out as a coach. Played a bit when I was younger, actually. I'm never real keen, but I was good enough to get a few low leg starts. In the picture, I lined up with all the other coaches, and the boys all kneeling with their trophy. I forget what it is that they won. That bothers me a bit as well. You think with a life like mine, some achievement like that would stick out, you know? Like I said, I can recall the faces of most of the boys. Most of the names as well. Jimmy Neves down front, for example. He played midfield. Only left footer on the team. But he really had something. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he went professional, actually. I've got my hands on this one boy's shoulders. The face is burned away, but the feeling I get from seeing it, maybe it's just one that I bonded with. But then why can't I remember his name? Why do I still feel like he's more important than the others? He's not down front, so he isn't the captain. That's Danny Smith. He wasn't top scorer. That was Bobby Thomas. I still remember Danny's face when he got his first hat-trick. I remember chatting with him after the game when he was sad that his dad hadn't been there to see it. That's still clear as day to me. I can remember something about each and every one of them. So why can't I remember a thing about this boy that is clearly important to me? Look, I appreciate everything you've been doing for me. Don't get me wrong. I'm skeptical. A man's supposed to be strong, keep a stiff upper lip and all that palaver. But at least now I can get stuff done. I can work. I can look after my little girl. And I don't think about Barb or a house every waking second. But you told me to share anything that's bothering me, and this is bothering me. Do you think it's the pills you got me on? Like, I've heard that some medication cause memory gaps, but I'm not forgetting things day to day. I know we're putting the keys down, want to get in. I remember take the rubbish on Tuesday night, and I'm never late picking up Jenny from childminder, so just don't know what to think. And honestly, I'm a little freaked out.
Person of interest shows clear signs of memory regression. Referred to Team Baker.